Welcome to MotoGP Mac.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. Now, before we get into it, here's how it finished. Marc Marquez won it from Alex Marquez, Pedro Acosta, Marco Bezzecchi, Brad Binder, Fermin Aldeguer, Enea Bastianini, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Johan Zarco, Jorge Martin, Fabio Quartararo, Luca Marini, Joan Mir, Franco Morbidelli, Aya Agora, Alex Rins, Jack Miller, Miguel Oliveira, Raul Fernandez didn't finish, and Pecco Bagnaia didn't finish. So when the race got underway, realistically, it was all about the Marquez brothers, 1 and 2, Alex in front of Marc. But, you could sense the Jaws music was on. Marc was always going to pass Alex, and the opportunity showed. Alex made a small mistake coming out of 2B, and Marc gladly took over in the lead, and that was that. Pedro Acosta did a great ride to get a podium at home. Marco Bezzecchi as well, good ride. He did say after qualifying he didn't really have the pace, but it was good to see him. Really solid weekend for Brad Binder, and 2 KTMs inside the top 5 in the sprint. They're definitely happy with the new aero upgrades that they're running this weekend, so it's good to see them up there, especially at their home Grand Prix. Fermin Aldeguer, really good race from him. Definitely had a good battle with Enea Bastianini as well, so it is good to see Bastianini up there. Hopefully he can continue going up and have a strong race in tomorrow's main race. Fabio Di Giannantonio, who was, let's be fair, nowhere during practice and qualifying, definitely found something. Johan Zarco, good steady race from him, but saying that, I thought he would be a little bit further forward. Jorge Martin, not a bad race for him as well. You can see that he's doesn't quite have the pace, but then saying that, when you look at it overall, he's 8 seconds behind Bezzecchi, which not a bad race overall for him. Fabio Quartararo, best of the Yamahas, but just didn't look threatening at all, I suppose, throughout the race. Luca Marini, Joan Mir, similar, a good bit behind Zarco, a couple of seconds, so interesting to see Zarco leading the way there. Franco Morbidelli was having some of the issues that Jorge Martin had yesterday. Couldn't get the bike stopped and find an apex anywhere. Aya Agora, not a great weekend, but again, this is a very, very difficult track for rookies, especially if it is not really working for you. The bike, it is, Aldeguer is doing good, but that bike is a very settled bike. Alex Rins, Jack Miller, and Miguel Oliveira just showing the issue is the bike around this track is not really great. But saying that, when you look at Quartararo, he's 6-7 seconds ahead of him overall on race pace. Raul Fernandez, I just saw him dropping down the order. I presume that he crashed, and Pecco Bagnaia retired into the pits. It looked like his bike was shaking violently, and he ran on in turn 1. I'm not sure did it knock back the pads or something like that. I know the pads have springs in them, but it did look that it was shaking all over the place. Maybe the tire slipped on the rim or something like that and was out of balance. I don't know, but it was not a great day in the office for Pecco. Overall, I thought it was an okay race. Wasn't an amazing race. Let's just hope in tomorrow's main race it doesn't kind of patter out like that. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the sprint race for the Austrian Grand Prix in the Red Bull Ring? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.